Dreamkingfilmz, we hit the playmaker Jamia Nesmith for the Bishop Kenny Crusaders. Hey, Jamia, blowout win tonight over the Menendez Pirates. Real quick, just give me your thoughts on tonight's district semifinal win.
At first we went in, we knew they were very scrappy, athletic, but also well coached. But the game plan going in was just not to take anybody lightly, like despite of their record. And I think we did a good job of that, just focusing on going uphill from here because we had a rough season, you know, like with the losing streak and everything. But I think we did a good job of like focusing on, you know, the task.
Jamia, talk about the Crusaders' defensive efforts tonight. Y'all played really strong on that end.
Yes, sir. We've actually been working on our zone more to strengthen us for other teams such as Rams and Rebounds. So I think we did a good job of that, like getting in practice with them. If we just lock in and communicate the way we did, things go well for us on that end.
Personally, Jamia, how you feel like you did on defense?
I actually think I did pretty well. I'm long and lanky, so I can get out there and get a lot of steals. I just have to stay more composed and watch myself in fouls.
Jasmine Roberts led all scores with 17 points. Maddie Millar, 16. Alex Lucy, 12 points. Real quick, talk about your teammates and their contribution to tonight's game.
I think we do really well when we work together and find the open man. That's one thing about us. Nobody has a selfish mindset. At this point in time, like you can't go in thinking like your own personal agenda. So just playing for the person next to you, I think we did a good job of that.
Jamil, you had 9 points in tonight's contest. Talk about your production on offense.
Just finishing like around the basket, knowing that like they were all smaller than me and they couldn't really guard me. So just using that to my advantage, that mindset, I think that helped me a lot.
Great win tonight, blowout win. But how y'all clean those mistakes up that y'all had in tonight's game before y'all possibly take on Bowls Friday?
Just going in and breaking down film and making sure we're locking in on that end, and just in practice, just make sure we're focused.
Jamil, let's go back to earlier today. You had a full day today. Real quick, how much rest did you get before today's game?
None at all, and I'm very tired, but it's all been a good day, so I'm very blessed.
Let's talk about earlier. You made it official, University of Charleston, the Golden Eagles. Real quick, just talk about that and tell us what led to that decision.
I'm very excited. Me and Coach T have been close since I got my first offer at Florida Southern. She was assistant coach, and you know, thanks with her, she moved along to other schools, and she always promised me, she's like, wherever I go, I promise you'll have a spot on that roster. And she actually got the head coaching job at the University of Charleston a couple years down the road, and we just stayed in contact through that and got really close. So when she got there, like she promised, she offered me. So I'm blessed that she kept her promise, and I got to call it my home.
Jamil, let's go back to last night. You had a big district semifinal game today, signing day earlier today. How much sleep did you get last night?
Barely any at all. Like all the emotions are already together, but you know, it's for the best, and I'm really excited.
Speaking of those emotions, your mom and dad, big smiles on their face when you sign, family and friends in the building. Real quick, just talk about those smiles on everybody's face.
I'm just blessed to have everybody behind me and have my best interests at heart. It means a lot because without my family and friends that can support up all my trainers, like none of this would be possible, and also God. So I'm very thankful.
I'm sorry. Academically, how does it fit at University of Charleston?
It's actually really good. I'm going in and I'm going to major in psychology with hopes of going into the FBI, so study.
Jamil, talk to young women that follow you, that follow Bishop Kenny, that follow University of Charleston. Just real quick, tell them how important making good grades is in this whole entire process right here.
That is the most important, number one on the list, very high. You're a student before you're an athlete, so if you don't have it down packed in the classroom, no matter how good God has blessed you with your talents and abilities on the court, it's not possible. So just continue to keep your academics first and stay focused, and everything else falls into place.
Also, Jamil, talk about the hard work you done put into your craft over these past few years to ultimately sign that national letter of intent today.
Everyone knows who my dad is, so we're just going to throw that out there. Just having him has been a huge asset and a blessing. So if it wasn't for him, and just countless hours and hours, and I'm thankful that everybody just kept pushing me, because at one point I didn't even think it was possible. So.
You briefly spoke on it, but talk about your faith in God just a little bit more, how much that played in this process.
I've gone to a private school all my life, and at first, you know, like you just mess around with the waters, like you have to learn about it, and at first I was just like, okay, like I'm a Christian, but like the more things started unfolding and unraveling for me, that like I saw God like have my best interest and he was on my side, like I kept just buying into his faith, and the more I did that, like the more like my fruit, like I reaped my harvest, so I'm very grateful to have him by my side and in my corner.
Jamil, talk about the recruitment process. Give us some ups and some downs and some things that you went through.
My sophomore summer, I was actually doing really good with like colleges. Like I was on colleges' radar. They were saying like, we love seeing you like transition to everything. And then next summer, like COVID hit, and that was just like really bad for me. Like it took a hit to my confidence, my game. I was in a drought, and honestly, I thought I didn't want to play anymore. So at a point in time, I put down the ball, and I was like, you know, I can't do this. But like my trainers and everything, like everyone in my corner, they kept pushing me. They was like, it's God's plan. Like, keep buying into it, everything will fall into place. So I picked back up the ball and I went 10 times harder. And next thing you know, it just fell into my lap. So
Jamia, how important it was for you to refocus, retune back in for you to ultimately sign that national letter of intent like you did earlier?
It was very important because if I would have dwindled down in my sorrows and like just bought into like all the negativity, I would have never made it this far up. But like also, like I've been saying, like without a support system, like that plays a huge role. And like if I didn't have that, I wouldn't even be here sitting here doing this interview with you. So yeah.
Hey, Jamia, one more time before we get out of here. Family and friends in the building earlier today. Just talk about that smile you put on their face. Drive that point home and how important it was.
It was just good to see like them happy and them proud of me, cause like you don't really hear it a lot. Like my dad, like he doesn't want, like I know he's proud, but like he doesn't really like express it. Like so to see that smile and them like physically express like how happy they were for me, that made me happy. Like knowing I'm starting to like make them proud and like pay them back for like all these years and like their time and effort, everything they put into me, just to give a little piece of that back was really exciting.
Hey, Jamia, thanks for talking with me. Good luck to your future.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.